Friends, in this video we will talk about the cap region of mRNA of eukaryotes. What I told you in previous video that eukaryotes mRNA undergo extensive processing and three distinct regions we can talk about it. That is cap, poly-A tail and codon region. Obviously some minor region that is untranslated region at 5' end and untranslated region at 3' end is also known, but there is three specific and more prominent regions are cap, codon regions and poly-A tail. In this video we will talk about the cap, how it is formed, what is its structure and what is the function. So now let us begin. What we say that shortly after transcription of the 5' end of the mRNA by DNA in presence of RNA polymerase, the modification at 5' end starts. The modification, the processing of 5' end of the mRNA starts, and this process is called capping. Okay, this process is called capping. Now again, you see here, shortly after the transcription of primary transcripts begins, a modification of 5' end called capping occurs. Now, let us mention one thing, that once the transcription starts, the first nucleotide which is incorporated or which is synthesized or which is incorporated in mRNA, it is a triphosphate. It is a nucleoside triphosphate having purine base. It can be adenine, it can be guanine. So at the this 5' end, the first nucleotide, it is a triphosphate, nucleoside triphosphate having purine base. So there it is, 5' end of primary transcript before modification is a nucleoside triphosphate residue, which is the first nucleotide incorporated by RNA polymerase. So at start it is triphosphate, but what happened after modification? When modification start, the gamma phosphoryl group, that is a terminal phosphoryl group, is removed by the action of phosphohydrolase enzyme. By the action of phosphohydrolase enzyme, that is what you get a diphosphate now. Now this 5' diphosphate residue now reacts with GDP, a molecule of GDP, that is guanosine triphosphate molecule. It reacts to form 5' triphosphate linkage. When they react, they form 5' triphosphate linkage. Okay, and this reaction, that is reaction of a nucleoside diphosphate obtained by removal of phosphoryl group with the GDP molecule, molecules in presence of guanyl transferase happens. What it leads? It leads to 5' triphosphate linkage, and the structure overall, these reaction leads to a production of a structure or formation of a structure that is called cap. Now let us see the figure, the steps. If you see the steps, it will be clear. Now you see here, this is the primary transcript. This is primary transcript of mRNA eukaryotes. mRNA eukaryotes. So it is undergoing processing at 5' end. So what is at 5' end? You have a nucleotide having purine base and triphosphate. Okay. So the first modification, this is the primary. Now what is happening? Modification is happening. Modification starts from here. So what happened? This triphosphate, one of the gamma phosphate is removed. You see here, the terminal is being removed. You are getting a diphosphate at 5' end, and obviously purine basis is there. This reacts with, you can see, this is a guanine guanosine triphosphate nucleoside. So what happens? The terminal phosphate of this the nucleotide, first nucleotide at 5' end reacts with alpha phosphate group. It does not react with gamma, it does not react with beta, it reacts with alpha. So you know at alpha there is 5'. At this you know that you call it 5' phosphate, and obviously here you have 5' phosphate. So what happened? You see a 5' linkage is formed between the guanylate moiety and the nucleotide which is present at the 5' end of the mRNA that is having purine base. And this overall structure is called cap. This overall structure is cap. So there you are, that is the first nucleotide incorporated by RNA polymerase is a triphosphate. This triphosphate loses one phosphor group, gamma, at gamma position in presence of phosphohydrolase. So you have a diphosphate. This diphosphate of mRNA at the terminal end reacts with a GTP, that is guanosine triphosphate, alpha phosphate, leading to formation of 5', leading to formation of 5' triphosphate linkage. Okay, so what will happen? This overall structure is called cap. The newly synthesized guanylate, what we said that a cap is formed when GTP reacts with the triphosphate at the terminal end of the 5' end, and 5' phosphodiester linkage is formed, and what you called it as a cap. So this newly introduced guanylate undergoes methylation at nitrogen at 7. That is, it can pick up a methyl group. So also this is the first nucleotide. Okay, this is the first nucleotide which is reacting with the GTP, that is guanosine triphosphate. This nucleotide 2' hydroxyl group of the sugar molecule can also be methylated. Also, if this is the first, suppose if this is the first, you see here, if this is the first nucleotide which is undergoing cap formation, suppose if it is the second, this is the second, this is the second one, this is the first one, and this is the second one. So what will happen in both first and second nucleotide, the 2' hydroxyl group can be methylated. Okay, the first one is this, and the second one is any nucleotide. So the first one is being involved in cap formation. Now, from where the methyl is coming? The methyl is coming from a metabolite coenzyme, that is S-adenosine methionine. You know, methionine is amino acid. So this is obtained by reaction of ATP and methionine. ATP and methionine. ATP itself is a coenzyme. So what you have, so methyl groups you see here, the newly introduced guanylate undergoes methylation at nitrogen 7 of the base. Also 2' hydroxyl group of first two nucleotide in primary transcript. Okay, we are not talking after modification. The primary transcript can also be methylated. Now from where methyl group is coming? Methyl group are donated by S-adenosine methionine. It is a metabolite coenzyme. Now what is the function of CAP? You know, when we are talking CAP, we are saying that it contains 5' phosphate linkage. What is the function? Well, it protects the mRNA of eukaryotes from 5' exonuclease. From 5' exonuclease, as you know that it undergoes degrade the RNA by blocking its 5' end. That is, this cap blocks the 5' exonuclease end. So what happens? It gives a stability to the eukaryotic mRNA. So caps give stability to eukaryotic mRNA, and as I told earlier that it is 10 times more stable than the prokaryotic mRNA. Now apart from that, what has been found that in mature mRNA, that is after modification, that is primary undergo modification, mature, that is stability is there, it is surviving. So what happens? Ribosomes get attached to cap. The ribosomes get attached to cap site during protein biosynthesis. So this is the two function of a cap, that is it protects the attack of 5' exonucleases on the mRNA and makes it a eukaryotic more stable than prokaryotic mRNA, and at the cap site ribosomes attached during biosynthesis. Now I have written here the structure. You can see this is the 5' triphosphate linkage PPP. I have written the structure as guanine to make you understand. You know that this is what is happening. This is a structure of cap. So what happened in presence of adenosine methionine, that is a metabolite coenzyme, what you can see at position 7. This is position 7 nitrogen. Okay. In purine system you start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is attached to the sugar moiety. So what you have at 7 you can see that methylation is there. At 7 nitrogen methylation is taking place, obviously in presence of this, and apart from that this 2 prime OH group can also be methylated. Okay, and if you go further, that is, if you consider another nucleotide here, any other nucleotide, so what will happen? At 2' position also here, the hydroxyl group can be methylated. So this is all about cap, that is the structure, that is it contains 5' triphosphate linkage between GDP and the first nucleotide of the mRNA, and the function is that it blocks the 5' exonuclease action by blocking it, and at this very position the ribosome get attached for protein biosynthesis. Well, thank you.